Hi, I'm Caroline. Welcome to FYI Newsbyte. Here's what we found for your information this lunchtime.
A night of turmoil and terror. The violence hasn't stopped in Syria following the bombing of a government building in the capital yesterday. At least 3 of President Bashar al-Assad's key commanders were killed in the bomb planted by rebels. Among them was the president's brother-in-law, who was one of the advisors attending a top security meeting. The United States has called for the international community to agree on a plan for a peaceful transition of power.
Our argument has always been that the situation as it exists with Assad in power is what will result in greater violence and greater chaos, and that is being borne out, unfortunately. So, as you know, we're working with our partners up at the United Nations in New York, trying to bring about the consensus that we believe is absolutely necessary.
Looking for answers, the editor of the Mauritian Sunday Times is due in court today to be charged in connection with the publication of photographs of the body of Michaela Makarivi. Imran Hosni is expected to be charged with outraging religious and public morality. If convicted, he faces up to a year behind bars. The Irish ambassador, Brendan McMahon, will travel to Mauritius today ahead of a meeting with the foreign minister there. Meanwhile, Northern Ireland's Deputy First Minister, Martin McGuinness, is in London today to meet the Mauritian High Commissioner over the publication of the pictures. Tragedy in Tanzania. At least 31 people have been killed after a ferry accident off its coast. More than 100 passengers are still missing and 136 have been rescued. Stormy weather is said to be hampering rescue efforts. Caught on camera, CCTV has been released which may show the person responsible for a bus blast which killed 8 people. The bus, carrying a group of Israeli tourists, exploded in a Bulgarian tourist resort. The Bulgarian Interior Minister says it's most likely a suicide attack, while Israel is pointing the finger at Iran. Getting down for the dear leader. Hundreds of North Korean soldiers have celebrated their leader Kim Jong-un being named Marshal by dancing in formation in Pyongyang's plazas. Dancing parties typically are organised to celebrate major events in North Korea. Each song has its own choreographed set of steps. And creepy or cute, hundreds of clowns dressed in colourful costumes have marched to the Basilica of Guadalupe in Mexico City in a yearly pilgrimage to give thanks for the work they had throughout the year. The clowns sang, chanted, drummed and juggled their way to the Basilica, carrying a portrait of the Virgin of Guadalupe decorated with flowers.
FYI is interactive. From your opinions to news you think we should be covering, we want to hear it all.
FYI is available to you 24/7 online for all the information you need to know. Simply log on to tv3.ie/3e/FYI. Here you'll find the latest stories, video catch-ups, comments and the FYI blog. We're also available to you on Twitter and Facebook. Just log on to the website and hit the social networking shortcuts.
Time now for a look at the funniest clips on the web. Here's our top 5.
At number 5, some people just don't want to be helped. At number 4, one biker attempts to pet a wild horse, but the horse says nay. At number 3, most people don't expect traffic when running through a fountain. At number 2, how to know for sure that you're too big for the kids' slide. And number 1 today, keeping his head above the grass, this skipper thinks he's a kangaroo.
Tune into FYI later for the newest downloads. We'll have more on the top stories, all of today's tech news, and Paul will be here with all of the sport. We'll see you back here at 6, right here on 3E.